Okay, so this is the first video of my vlog. This is my social experiment for gender and sexuality. So the idea is that I am the experiment. The video will just be me talking about what I've experienced, and I'm gonna say I'm a bit nervous. I'm quite confident already in my sexuality, so going out of that is going to be difficult for me. So let me go into more depth. The idea for the experiment is for me to put myself in situations that other people of different sexualities would be in. So an example which I would do on my first day is paint my nails and then go to campus and see the reaction I get. Then the next one is maybe put makeup on and see the reaction I get from that. Yeah, and then I'll talk about my experience. Like I said, I am nervous about it because I think it's going to be difficult or challenging, but that's expected. So yeah. The next one you'll see is my day after the nails painted. Alright, okay. So first day done. And it was interesting for that way. It was very difficult. Just to give an idea, there you can see the nails and everything. Yeah, no, it definitely put me out of my comfort zone. So I didn't say it before, but I am a straight male, and I guess I conform a lot to the social norm. Like, a lot. Like, it's not like I'm doing it on purpose, that's just how I'm comfortable, and I'm very comfortable doing that. Doing something like this put me really, really out of my comfort zone, and it got me thinking about maybe this is how people feel when they don't feel comfortable conforming to the social norm. I feel comfortable conforming, but they don't. So doing something like painting their nails makes them feel more comfortable in themselves. And that's great. And I really got a sense of how you can feel out like an outcast, like how you just don't feel like you fit into society today. It was, I mean, so many people just stare at you. I mean, it's something as silly as painted nails. So many people, they stare at you. And because of my self-conscious, because I'm very self-conscious, it was every little thing. I'd look at someone and they'd see me and it just really get at me. And even if people feel more comfortable doing something like this, I bet they still look around and they still see, oh, that person is judging them. And I feel it, I really do. I would normally put my hand up in class and ask questions, but I didn't want to do that today because I didn't want to draw attention to myself. Yeah, I know it's terrible, but I mean, it's just how it is. I mean, just walking down like the corridors and you hear someone laugh, you think, were they laughing at me? Because I'm a little bit different, I'm going against the social norm now. So yeah, there were some people that did really well. They're like people I went up to and they saw and they said, oh, it looks so pretty, it looks so nice, and it's amazing, and there was literally no. And a lot of other people who I went up to, like friends, and they would say things like, who made you do this? As if it wasn't my own choice to do it. And I think that was a big thing. I mean, like, I decided to do this, no one else made me do this, and that's how a lot of people do it. They feel like they want to do it, so they do. But then they get the sense that everyone else, and they say, oh, you're a guy, you're not supposed to have colored nails. So yeah, but yes, that was day one, and the next stage is going to be put makeup on and then also walk around a bit and see the reactions I get there. I expect them to be a little bit worse than this one, but yeah, I'll let you know. Hi. Okay, so final experiment done. As you can see, it was the makeup this time. You can probably see lipstick and eyeliner, and there is some blush there as well. I mean, I hope that it comes through on the video. So I'm gonna say I'm a little bit disappointed about the final experiment. It's a lot the same as the previous one with the nail polish. I got a lot of looks and things like that, but it wasn't, there was no real scenes or anything about it. It was nothing exceptional that people really took offense and stuff like that. I mean, I was in a mall and I talked to some people who work inside like the shops and everything, and they seemed very nonchalant about the whole experience. So I'm guessing these people were either very accepting, or it was just they don't want to voice their concerns. I mean, we are in a modern age. People aren't going to start shouting at me because I'm wearing makeup or anything. Yes, people were surprised to see a guy wearing makeup, but yeah. One thing I did pick up, though, were like internal feelings about it, was I felt so in between everything else. In society, it seems so binary. There's male and there's female, especially when you walk around. But I felt like I was just kind of blurry in between them at this point. I didn't really have a place, and I'm guessing that's how a lot of people feel as well. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed all of that. I just want to like sum it up and say about the hypothesis. My hypothesis was that there would be quite a lot of critical reactions, and in a sense I do feel like that was achieved. I thought that a lot of critical reactions came from the experiment, and that is what I expected to see. So yeah, and then just one last side note. Well, the experiment really got to me a bit about everything I had to do and the way I felt and everything. So I would really suggest, like, if you ever want to put leaders through a situation like this, it would be a good idea. And this is because leaders are so confident in themselves, but when you put someone in a situation like this, they really are not confident in who they are. It's difficult for you, and you feel like an outsider. And maybe it's a good thing for leaders to feel like this at some point, because then they can relate to people that they might be leading. They can say to them, I know how it feels, not fully, but I know I can relate to you at least a little bit. But cool, I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, thanks.